Greetings my dear students, this is module 3 for unit 3 petrology. In this module we will be seeing igneous rock granite. Myself Sarath Kumar, I am working as an assistant professor in Department of Civil Engineering, GCE Dharmapuri. I have also attached my mail ID here. If you have any doubts or queries, send it to this mail ID. In this module we will be seeing igneous rock granite with its description, minerals present, texture and structure, its occurrence, properties, uses and distribution. Igneous rocks, granite description. Granite is a plutonic igneous rock because it is formed due to solidification of magma at great depths. It is a holocrystalline and leucocratic rock because it is completely crystalline and light colored rock. It is an acidic oversaturated rock because it is very rich in silica content, nearly 72% silica content, and has free quartz. So it is a plutonic igneous rocks. It is formed at a greater depth, so the rate of cooling will be very slow and the crystals formed are very large. It is also holocrystalline and leucocratic based upon its crystalline nature and light colored. It is an oversaturated rock. Minerals present in granite. Granite is composed of only primary minerals. Among these, feldspars and quartz occur as essential minerals, and the common accessory minerals are morphic minerals such as hornblende, biotite, hypasthene, augite, muscovite, magnetite, pyrite and epidote. So only feldspar and quartz are essential minerals and have some in very minor quantity. It has morphic minerals given in this slide. Of this, hornblende and biotite are particularly common in granites. In case of essential minerals, feldspars account for roughly 60% of granite. So between feldspar and quartz as essential mineral, feldspar accounts for roughly 60% of granite. In feldspars too, alkali feldspars, orthoclase and microcline both are larger in quantity than plagioclase feldspars. In normal granite, the usual plagioclase feldspar is olgioclase, having 10 to 30% of anorthite and 70 to 90% of albite. Quartz is usually present to the extent of 25 to 30%. Granite texture. Granites typically exhibit an interlocking panaric coarse grained texture. Granites are usually equigranular, but somehow show an inequigranular structure. Pyrophytic texture or granite are called granite porphyries. In such rocks, feldspars occur as phenocrysis. In some, 2 generations of feldspars occurs. In such a case, former set occurs as phenocryst, while the latter is found in the ground mass. Some granites of eutectic origin exhibit graphic texture which resembles uniform or Arabic writing. These type of rocks are called graphic granites and are composed exclusively of feldspars and quartz without any accessory minerals. Granite structure. Granite is a compact, dense, massive and hard rock, but mural joints. It has 2 sets of vertical and 1 set horizontal, all mutually perpendicular, dividing the rock into a number of rectangular rocks, thereby facilitating the quarrying process. Along with mural joints, granites may also have 2 microfractures, 1 set horizontal and other set vertical, called rift and grain. Rocks break more easily along the rift than the grain. Granites are unstratified. Occurrence of igneous rock granite. Granitic rocks occur in the form of very large igneous bodies such as batholiths, stalks and bosses. Often they occur as cores of mountain ranges and are thus related to mountain building activity. These granitic rocks, which are of deep-seated origin, are seen on the Earth's surface because of long continued erosion of overlying rocks or tectonic activity such as faulting or both. The upper portion of Earth crust, known popularly as shale, is in general composed only of granitic rocks. Granitic rocks are very abundant. They are estimated to be 20 times greater in quantity than all other plutonic rocks put together. So it is the most common existing rock of igneous rock. Igneous rocks properties. Granite is massive, unstratified and dense. Its specific gravity is 2.6 to 2.8 and its density is 2500 kg per centimeter cube to 2650 kg per centimeter cube. Here it is given as 265. Note it down, it is not 265, it is 2650 kg per centimeter cube. Therefore, it is very strong and competent. Its compressive strength varies from 1000 to 2500 kg per square centimeter. So it is a massive unstratified rock and it's also very compact and dense in nature. Granite has an interlocking texture which keeps minerals firmly held, and this cohesion contributes greatly to the strength of the rock. So why this granite is dense means it has an interlocking texture which keeps the minerals firmly held. And due to this cohesion nature, granite rocks are dense and compact. Granite is either equigranular with a few dark minerals or has a pyrophytic texture. These factors enable granite on polishing to take a mosaic appearance or a mottled appearance respectively. So upon polishing the granite, you will have a very good texture. It is very aesthetic to the eye because it is equigranular. Almost all the minerals formed are in uniform size. Since granite is massive and formed from melt, it is neither porous nor permeable. So no saturation or percolation of water is possible. Therefore, the rock will not become weak in the presence of water and also it remains durable. Porosity is the important property upon which the permeability, the frost resistance and so many characteristics of the rock are determined. If the porosity is very large, the water will seep through the rock very easily, and if it is in hot and cold conditions, the frost action will take place and the rock will easily integrate. So since granite are formed from melt, it is neither porous. So since it is not porous, it is not pass water through it. That means it has less permeability also. Once the water does not flow through, when these granite rocks are subjected to, or in other words in contact with water, the water does not have any effect on granite. So since the water does not have any effect on granite, it remains durable also. Granite is very rich in silica, therefore it is very much resistant to decay, that means weathering. We have seen in the mineralogy topic, of all the rock forming minerals, only silica is very resistant to weathering. All other minerals like feldspar group, mica group, hornblende, amphibole group, all other group of minerals are easily subjected to weathering. Upon subjected to natural agencies like river, wind, etc., these minerals will undergo disintegration and breaks easily. Whereas silica, it is very much resistant to weathering due to its structure and texture. Since granites have large amount of silica in its composition, these granites are also very much resistant to weathering. The constituent materials of granite are very hard. This makes the rock tough and resistant to abrasion. So hardness is the property in which the mineral or rock offers resistance against scratching on the surface. Normally the granite is very hard and it is very resistant to abrasion. Normally the hardness coefficient is of granite is 18. Presence of mural joints facilitates easy coring. As we have seen, there are three mural surfaces in granite, and also some minor fractures are also available in granite. This helps to quarry the granite rock easily. As we have seen, the micro fractures, rift and again permit easy dressing, that is, it can be easily workable. Being the most abundant plutonic rock, it is found in plenty and is easily available in many places. As its essential minerals are pale colored, it often has pleasing colors of pink and grey in variable shades. Since minerals in the granite rocks are pale colored, means light colored, it often has pleasing colors in the shades of pink and grey. Granites have the ability to take superb polish and hence are becoming increasingly popular for face works of construction, etc. Once you polish a granite surface and do some other color works, it will retain that polish, and also the polish will be durable. So this property of granite makes it increasingly popular for face works of constructions. Granites offer reasonable fire and frost resistance because minerals are not many and these rocks are free from fractures. As we have seen in the fire and frost resistance, if the mineral number of minerals forming the rock are less, and if the minerals are having smaller grain size, it will have more frost and fire resistance. Since granite have very few minerals and its grain size is smaller, it is resistible to both fire and frost. These are the properties of granite. Uses of granite. By virtue of so many desirable qualities, granite becomes desirable as foundation rock, building stone, road metal, railway ballast, and for flooring. So in almost all the civil engineering field, granites are used extensively. In the past, it was widely used as pillars, beams, slabs. It is given as slabs. It is slabs in many buildings, temples, forts, etc. But for roofing purpose, it is useless. So before the invention of technology, in almost all the ancient buildings, ancient temples, ancient forts, granites are used extensively as a load-bearing structures. That is, it is used as either pillar, beams, or slabs. Since the weight of granites are very large, since it is very dense in nature, except for roofing purpose, all the load-bearing structures are made up of granite. Being non-porous and impermeable, granites do not possess groundwater problems during tunneling. Since the joints are few and also it is not very porous material, water cannot enter to it, and it is very suitable for tunneling purposes. Further, being very competent rocks, tunneling through granite does not require any lining also. Normally, when you tunnel the surfaces, a type of lining is given in the inner surface of the tunnel so that the water and other agents will not come through the tunnel. Since the granite is non-porous, the lining itself does not require while you are tunneling through granite. So, since granite have both the properties and it is most abundant in nature, it is used in almost all the civil engineering applications. Igneous rocks, granite distribution. India has varieties of granite in over 200 shades. There are 200 types of granites. You can differentiate 200 types of granite in India. As of 2005, granite resource in India was 37,426 million cubic meters and ranked 5th in export of processed product. Of all the world production, granite production, India ranks 5th with 37,426 million cubic meter of granite. Normally, the main resources are found in Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan, Telangana, and Andhra Pradesh. Thank you.